Hi friends, and happy Monday. I've spent the last week of April enjoying Yosemite National Park, and as we head into the first week of May, I want to share a park current conditions and spring waterfall update with you. But before we get started, I do want to remind you that Yosemite NPS just announced the park will be having a summer reservation system in place this year. I have a blog post and a YouTube video with all of the details, so make sure to check those out if you're planning a trip to Yosemite this summer. But for now, let's enjoy the park together.
Heading into the park from the Arch Rock entrance, you can see the green of spring beginning to show everywhere. And as you drive, you'll see one of Yosemite's lesser known waterfalls. Grouse Creek Falls is absolutely flowing along Highway 140. Making a quick stop before heading into the valley, both Wildcat Falls and the Cascades can be seen roaring down. And as you approach the Pohono Bridge, you'll see the dogwood in this area are coming into full bloom right now, with the green buds starting to open into the beautiful white flowers. Continuing on, the dogwood along the Fern Spring pullout are also blooming well, but just across the road, along this section of the Valley Loop Trail, the dogwood are still green, but they should be blooming beautifully in the next week or two. This week exploring the park is extra fun because Nate and I are sharing the park we love with our parents, and I think they're enjoying the park just as much as we do.
This week I am so excited to have a special guest. This is my mother visiting me from Iowa. First time in Yosemite. Do you like it so far?
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Of course, we had to drive the family through the famous Wawona Tunnel and stop to enjoy tunnel view together. Over the course of this week, we visited this spot for sunrise, sunset, and in between. It's such a great family-friendly stop. No matter how many times I visit, I never get tired of this view. And I have full blog posts and YouTube videos on Tunnel View, Artist Point, and Inspiration Point, all great options for stunning Yosemite scenery. Heading back down from Tunnel View to the valley, we had to stop and hike the short but rewarding trail to Bridal Fall. And I'd say this waterfall is flowing at full force right now. If you plan on visiting the base of this waterfall in May, be prepared not only to get wet, but to get soaked. Standing here is like enjoying an outdoor shower in the springtime.
What do you think?
I love it! This is too fun!
From the Bridal Fall trailhead along Southside Drive, you get great views of El Cap along with Ribbon Fall. This waterfall typically only flows for a few months every spring, and it often gets overlooked by park visitors, but this is actually the longest single drop waterfall in North America, and it's flowing fantastic right now. We had to take our family to enjoy the Valley Swinging Bridge for upper Yosemite Fall views. And then we made sure to take the short hike to the base of lower Yosemite Falls. I'd say the park's namesake waterfall is awesome to see this time of year. And it's hard to fathom that in just a few months, this waterfall can slow to a trickle. We then made the short walk over to the Ahwahnee Hotel in Meadow, another great spot to see upper Yosemite Falls from a distance. I have a full blog post and YouTube video on this historic hotel, and currently the dogwood throughout the property is really blooming. The grass is just starting to turn green around the Yosemite Valley Chapel, and Valley View is also starting to show off vibrant green colors along the edge of the Merced. It's been so fun to share this spot we love with our parents. The summer wildflower blooms along Sentinel and Cook's Meadow Loop are still a way off, but the green is definitely starting to surround the boardwalk here.
I love sharing these current park conditions with you. But remember, the Yosemite Park summer reservation system begins in less than a month on May 24th. Check out my full YouTube video and my blog post for details. And make sure to plan ahead so you can enjoy your time in the park this summer. Now, the waterfalls are roaring right now, and the crowds are still fairly minimal this spring. But even with the upcoming summer reservation system, expect Yosemite to get pretty busy with visiting tourists by the end of the month.
Yosemite is the 6th most visited national park in the United States, with over 4 million visitors entering the park last year alone. And summer is by far the busiest season, so lodging books up incredibly quickly, everything from hotels to campgrounds. So plan ahead. Yosemite Valley is by far the most popular and busy part of the park in the summer months, but it's only a tiny fraction of the park's 1,000 square mile terrain. Consider venturing outside of the valley to escape the busy park crowds. North of Yosemite Valley, Tioga Road offers incredible highlights like Tuolumne Meadows, Pothole Dome, Lambert Dome, Tenaya Lake, and so much more. Or head up Glacier Point Road to explore park highlights like Taft Point, Sentinel Dome, Roosevelt Point, and McGurk Meadow, which are less crowded than Glacier Point, although I'd certainly make a stop at this stunning namesake Glacier Point Road highlight. Venture to the park's northwest corner to explore Hetch Hetchy and the incredible Wapama Falls waterfall. This is a remote area of the park, but John Muir compared its beauty to that of Yosemite Valley. Along Wawona Road, consider exploring Chilnawalna Falls waterfall, the Yosemite History Center, the Wawona Meadow Loop Trail, and the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. These towering trees are incredible to see up close. To make the most of your summer Yosemite adventure, I recommend visiting on weekdays and avoiding weekends and holidays if possible. You can use the YARTS bus system to enter the park and then explore the valley on the free shuttle buses. And if you're driving your own vehicle into the park, avoid entering the park between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. when park entry lines can be the longest. There's so much more to do than simply drive around the valley or even hike. Incredible bike paths are available all throughout Yosemite Valley, or consider taking a kayak to explore on the water. It's definitely one of the ways you can avoid the park crowds and a personal favorite of mine.
Whether you're planning a May visit in the coming weeks or still preparing for a summer park adventure, Yosemite never disappoints. Just remember, with the upcoming summer reservation system, to plan ahead and know all the rules and regulations. And see my full blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com for all the details. If you enjoyed today's post, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye.